was a former licensed architect. I'm also a brain tumor survivor, and I had a few near-death episodes. So, why I ventured into financial advisory was my driven motivation to create myself a financial self-insurance plan, because I can no longer get insurance due to my brain tumor pre-existing records. And from financial advisory, I found estate planning to be another important area that people often overlook when it comes to personal finance. And so I took courses and certifications to equip myself with the knowledge and insights to better serve my clients in this area. When it comes to personal finance, I find that we have a very compartmentalized system in Singapore. Customers need to look for an insurance agent to get their wealth protection products and go to the banker to solve their investment needs. And when they need to think about wealth distribution, they go to a lawyer to draft their testamentary wishes. Ideally, a person's wealth journey should be looked at as a whole. It's not optimized when it's segmented like that. It requires the individual to think and plan for themselves and then go to the respective providers to buy what they need. In fact, most people don't even think about what they need until when crisis happens, and then it becomes too late. Even so, they don't receive appropriate guidance, and all they know or have been taught to is just to save and save and save. To me, real financial literacy is very lacking here. But the good news is we get to learn from other people's mistakes. And so, the role of an advisor or financial advisor is very useful here. As financial advisors, we get to hear other people's stories. There's those with good outcomes and those with bad outcomes. So we get to be our client's financial guide. We work with the client's brief, and that includes their key concerns and the budget. And we simulate the end result for them so that it helps them keep to their goals. So to me, it's not just about selling a product with the highest commission. The product must also be able to meet the client's needs, goals, and budget in the most optimal manner. One of the things that I have people telling me is that I'll look for you when I need it. But the sad truth is that by the time they need it, you'll be too late. For wealth protection products, there's usually a waiting period, and for estate planning, they will need some time to work out who is the appropriate executor, guardian, or trustee for the estate. These planning are meant to be preventive and not reactive. For instance, one customer came to see me to get medical insurance after he's been diagnosed with sleep apnea and requires the CPAP. However, it's too late to get subsidized options. None of the insurers wants to insure him. Even though he has a non-subsidized option, he chose to turn it down, thinking that it's too expensive. However, it's going to be a matter of time before he realizes that paying hospital bills out of his own pocket will be more expensive and even more painful. I've also had another case where the customer come to see me because she wants to get the medical insurance. However, she has signed up and terminated her previous medical insurance twice. Now that she's in her 60s and with a pre-existing condition, all the insurance that I actually did prelim underwriting for her turned her down. For preventive planning, you don't want to wait until it's too late. Even if you have some form of pre-existing condition, there may still be a chance. Do not give up. Let's say if you're on a road trip, you'll take frequent breaks to make sure that you're still headed in the right direction. And the same goes for your financial journey. It's a good time to take stock of what you have currently and review your current financial plan to make sure that you're still headed in the right direction. Decide if you want to do it yourself or work with a trusted advisor. So if you are looking to work with an advisor, make sure that the person can also take care of your investment and estate planning needs and not just about insurance. This is so that you can get a better holistic picture of your wealth journey. Even if you decided to work with one, make sure to know what questions to ask to ensure that your needs and priorities are still met. The worst thing that can happen is to wait until things happen and then it's too late. I've learned of this case from a friend that when she was 20 years old, she bought an insurance from her friend, thinking that he has got critical illness covered. However, years later, when she was being diagnosed with a medical condition and she wanted a claim, she realized that it's just a savings plan. All along, she thought that her friend has got her a critical illness plan. This is such a heartbreaking case because the amount that she has set aside is actually more than enough to get both a critical illness as well as a savings plan. Such things wouldn't have happened if she has worked with a good advisor. How would you know if an advisor is actually good or not? In my opinion, everyone has the responsibility to make sure that he knows how to ask the right questions to ascertain whether an advisor knows his stuff and will take care of your interests at heart or not. The first meeting is for me to understand the client and also for the client to understand my scope of services and what I can do for him or her. Only when there is a good fit can we work together. I'm okay to be said no if after the first meeting the client chooses not to go ahead. After all, it's his own personal finance and not mine. However, I just hope that they don't regret the decisions in future, if any. It has to be my lived experience. As I shared earlier, my training as an architect and my experiences as a brain tumor survivor made me who I am today. Without this, I wouldn't have thought so deeply about personal finance as well as its importance. Without going through a serious illness and a long recovery process, I wouldn't have been able to deeply empathize with people who are also going through life's adversities. The easiest way to reach out to me is either via email or social media.